Hi, I'm Rob Pill and this is Red Awakening. Red Awakening is a 5v5 team-based stealth horror game that's highly influenced by the slasher movies of the 1980s and the classic stealth and FPS games of the 1990s through to the 2000s. This is our first map. This is Asylum. It's an old abandoned asylum outside of Chernobyl that was converted into a kill house by the CIA in the 1970s. Now, as you can see, the map itself is pretty huge, but it is designed for 5v5 combat, and the size of it also just really helps with the movement speed to build a sense of tension and give players plenty of dark corners to hide in. So what I'm going to do now is have a bit of a run around and show you off some of Red Awakening's more unique features. So, as you can probably see, there's no heads-up display in Red Awakening at all, so if I want to check my health now, which is the red bar, I bring up my sound and motion tracker. The second bar underneath that, that's for your two player abilities that you've got, so I can either go invisible or the counter to that, which is thermal imaging. Yeah, as you've guessed, we're all big Predator fans. The final bar I'm going to show you on the sound and motion tracker is the stamina. Now, stamina is very important in Red Awakening as everything is connected to it pretty much, so if I have a bit of a run along the rooftops here, we'll go down into a slide. See, I've drained out pretty much all of the stamina there. If I get my knife out as well, I'll just demonstrate. We've got a kind of Bloodborne, Dark Souls kind of melee combat going on, so if I wave it around a bit, you'll see I've drained my stamina. To go along with the melee combat, we've also got blocking, and one thing you can do with every weapon in the game is throw it, so I can just throw my weapon here. Now, as I just mentioned to you about there being no heads-up display in the game, that's also the same for every firearm you pick up. So I'm carrying the Serpent currently, so if I crack it open, I've got 6 rounds. If I fire one off, I'm now down to 5, and as I mentioned to you a minute ago, everything in the game can be thrown. So I'll just quickly show you a couple of other features that we've got in the game. So one of them, as I'm demonstrating now, is a fully dynamic parkour system. I can parkour off of any object in the game, and to accompany that I've got a wall hang. Ran out of stamina there, so I dropped down. Let me just do that again. Yep, so we've got a wall hang, and when you're in this wall hang mode, you can obviously stealth and use every other ability you've got. So the final thing to show you is the fully dynamic detection system that we've got. So as you can see, we're in the blue mode at the moment, which means I'm undetected. If I drop down and break the beam of this camera, we'll go through into purple. If I was to stay in this, then we would go right the way through into red, meaning full combat, and then I've got the decision to make whether or not I'm just going to stay and fight or run away, try and live another day. Now, the colour scheme is very influenced by movies like Drive, Only God Forgives. We're trying to get that kind of real Nicholas Winding Refn kind of look going on, Ball style. So what I'll close out with now is just talking about the features we've got coming up in the near future and our current Kickstarter campaign. So in terms of the Kickstarter, Red Awakening has been completely self-funded for nearly 2 years now. We've demonstrated the game at such public events as Insomnia and Develop, and it was taken and received really, really well by the community. Both casual players and pros seem to really love it. Now, we're on Kickstarter because we need your help to finish the C version. We're currently in the final stages of that, and once that's completed, we can then move on to the PS4 and Xbox One version. But like I just mentioned, we really need your help to be able to achieve that. The last thing I'm going to just talk about is the features that we've got coming up in the future, future updates, things like that. So one thing we got coming is, like I say, we're really based on the slasher movies, so we need a gore system. So we've got a full 5-point gore system. So a player, imagine if you were using the chainsaw like I got now, you'll be able to lop heads off, take arms, legs, that kind of thing off. Go along with that, we've got our execution system. So we've got 2 levels of execution system and executions in the game, either slow and silent or quick and nasty. And we'll be going more into those in the future. We've also got our buff and debuff system, which is our painkiller system. So one of the chemicals makes you really tanky, and the other one makes you really speedy. Obviously there's consequences to using those. And of course we've got a lot more weapons coming, as well as another 9 characters to show off to you. Well, if you can help us out with the Kickstarter, that would be amazing. We would love to make this reality and get it in the hands of you guys as soon as possible. And thank you for watching, and like, favourite and subscribe. Thank you.